Okay, I know you've all seen the thumbnail, and all I can say to that is, Guten Tag! Oh yeah, there are so many things that are going to need working on. The accent, the vocabulary, and the team, to be fair. Welcome to Germany. That's right, viewers, things have changed just a little bit. It's not quite Derby, is it? No, viewers, it is Frankfurt. And yes, we have moved out of the UK. For those that missed the stream on Friday, a little bit of a recap on what's to go through. The first things first, why did I leave Derby? Number one being, I wasn't really backed in the transfer market. Number two, we also got off to a pretty bad start, as you can tell here. The fans started turning against me a little bit, board started turning against me, questioning me, and after everything that I'd done for the club, I felt I deserved to be treated a little bit better. So I left, and before I knew it, I had a job offer from Frankfurt. We kicked off in the stream without me having a job. The first job I went for was the Frankfurt job, and I got it. And you know what? I thought, let's go for it, because it's the Bundesliga. It's something completely different to where we've been in the save. I did say I wanted my next job to be in a foreign country, and so this ticked all the boxes. The team itself is not very good, but we'll get onto that in a minute. What is good is our league position. We are currently sat in third. We've played 11 games so far, won 6, drawn 4, and only lost 1. But with a goal difference of 8, you can tell it's all a little bit close. And that's because since I took over, which was just before the Stuttgart game, we are unbeaten, apart from in the Deutsche Pokal Cup. Other than that, we've been absolutely brilliant. We beat Stuttgart, we beat Cologne, then we've got a lot of draws against Schalke, Freiburg, Hertha Berlin, and Wolfsburg. And today we'll be taking on Bayern Munich. But they sit lower than us in the table, to be fair. So, all is not lost. And yes, you're feeling this has all come very quickly. Yes, it has for me too. I'm going to walk you through what we were working with. There'll only be one game today, because obviously I've done a lot of exposition in terms of how we got here and what the hell is going on. Let me introduce you to the team that I am a little bit taken with, but at the same time, there is so much room for improvement. It's unreal. I changed the entire backroom staff, but we won't worry about that. All we will worry about now is the team itself. You can tell here we're playing a 4-3-3 formation with a holding midfielder. And the reason for that is because this is basically the only formation that suits the players that I have. I went over this during the stream, so I'm not going to take up too much of your time. But we've got a relatively, not an aging squad, but we're like a mid-20s squad. So we've got a lot of players that are kind of coming into their prime right now. There's a few young talents, but this team is going to need a little bit of remoulding. How long I'm going to be here, I don't actually know, because I don't have the biggest budget. Anyway, Manuel Gasperini is a very decent goalkeeper at 27 years old. Quite young for a goalkeeper. Very, very decent at this level as well. Looks like he could get potentially a little bit better. Very, very happy with him so far. Our defence is pretty much the best part of our team. And that is because we still have Edmund Tapsoba at the ripe old age of 30 years old now, but he is a leading player in the Bundesliga, and he's very, very good. There's no need to get around that. He is very well rounded in all aspects, a player that every one of us knows very, very well. Rated at 28.5 million, I might even cash in on him, but at the moment my defence is built upon him as it stands. The next to him, we have a very good player here in Giovanni Navarro. Now, this is a player I am very excited about because he's only 21 years old. 3 stars at the moment, could go up to 4, maybe 5 stars, and you can see why. He can play everywhere across the back, but as central defender, he is terrific. His mental stats could do with a little bit of work. It's quite low determination. But in terms of everything else, he is pretty decent and a player that I'm looking to potentially build this squad around. At left back, we have Baltazar Rossi, who's possibly got the best name in the entire team. Technically awful, mentally pretty decent, physically very, very good. Players at left back or right back, decent. On the right, we've got another very decent player in Nicolas Parlato, who is an Italian right back, 22 years old, can also play as a centre back, but I'm enjoying him playing in that full back role at the moment. He's very defensively solid. Again, mental's a little bit that's lacking. That seems to be one of the things in the squad, which is probably why I've got so many draws. It's that lack of determination and ability to remain composed and then go on and get a winner in games or to see games out. As you can tell from midfield options, we're not too bad here, especially in the defensive midfield position where we've got Schottard and we've got Vemorovic. But at the moment, Alvaro is the man that has taken up that spot, mainly because he's 23 years old, Spanish, potentially very, very good. Leadership of 16 is one of the reasons why I've got him in there. He's one of the few players that's got excellent mental attributes for this level, and I'm trying to build a little bit of the midfield around him going forward. This boy, Dalibor Velimirovic, is arguably my best player, but he's one of the players I'm definitely looking to cash in on. He's wanted by Burnley, Fulham, and by Leverkusen. The determination of 20 naturally stands out. He's obviously very good, but at the same time, he's a defensive midfielder. He doesn't really offer me anything else, and I do feel that he's a player I could potentially cash in on to get in some kind of younger, more attacking talent, because attacking is where we're struggling, and we'll get onto that right now. In the midfield, the only attacking player I have is Aaron Ramsey, and not Welsh, Juventus, Arsenal Aaron Ramsey. English 26-year-old Aaron Ramsey from Aston Villa. And we did have him at Derby, and I sold him on to Frankfurt. So naturally, me and him get on like a house on fire. He's not been particularly that good. He's only got 3 goals in his entire Frankfurt career, and he doesn't look like adding to that anytime soon. But it's nice to have someone else that speaks English there. Going forward, in terms of ratings, we look quite good. In actual fact, we're pretty bad. On the moment, on the left-hand side, I have got Sergio Camelo, who's probably been my best player so far. 28 years old, Spanish, very, very good, very quick, good mentals as well, which I quite like, and his finishing of 16, first touch of 16, also really, really helps. He should be playing as an advanced forward, but because I've got a lack of options on the wing, he's currently playing out there, and I also need to make room for Casal, who in the stream started off very well and scored in every single game. Since then, not got anything. He's got 0 goals and 0 assists in 5 games, so that's what we're dealing with. In terms of attributes, he's actually quite good. He's got flair of 19, determination of 15. He's very good physically, pretty good technically as well. Finishing could obviously do with a little bit of work. He's 28 years old. Maybe another one to cash in. Not decided yet. And then on the right hand side is probably our star player, and that is Luis Dominguez. He's playing very much like a Mohamed Salah Ramdeuter role out on that right hand side. Not particularly rapid, but very good all round. Only 24 years old, could potentially get a little bit better. He is meant to be my star man, and to be fair to him, he has scored in a few games. Not in 5 though, so as you can tell, offensively we're in a bit of trouble. And coming up against Bayern Munich, that's never particularly good. We've got a lot of other players like on the bench, but we will get round to learning about them as we go. In all fairness, even I'm still sort of learning about half the players in this team. So we're all learning together, viewers. It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to this team. But I think in time we can grow to love them. If I was honest, I'm not 100% sure I've done the right thing. I really don't know if I've done the right thing at all. But there's only one way to find out, and that is to play through the save with them and see how we get. Looking at Bayern Munich, they've got a couple of players already that I'm very familiar with. Romario Barrow is a very good player. Simon's there. Joshua Kimmich is still there. The rest of them are all made up, apart from Nascimento, of new gens, and I don't like the fact that their star man up front, Andres Aguirre, looks... Yeah, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. How they're 5th in the league is beyond me, but I've got a bad feeling we're going to be on the end of a pasting here. I'm going to passionately say we're underdogs here. That suits us down to the ground. Let's go out, cause an upset. This is the first time we've been on camera in an episode rather than in the stream. They reacted well when we played the stream. We won nearly every game that we played. So let's hope that because I'm on camera again, we do quite well. And we've had the first shot within the first 2 minutes. That's always good. Come on, boys. I might as well run through the lineup, although I just did. But it's Gasperini, Polato, Tapsoba, Navarro, and Rossi as the back 4. Then you've got Alvaro, Shotard, and Ramsey, with Dominguez, Cameo, and Caseo up front. Mainly because I have no depth. There is no depth in the slightest in this Eintracht Frankfurt team. But we're doing well at the moment to maintain a place in that top 4. One of the reasons why I decided to move to Germany, and one of the overriding reasons, was because of how much easier it can potentially be for us to get into European football. If we are 100% honest, in Derby, was I ever really expecting to get into the Europa League or anything like that? Probably not. Derby was the stepping stone to prove that I could manage at a top level in a big division. I've done that, and now it's time for me to take that next step, because I'm basically going a lot quicker than I ever thought I was in this career. I thought by 10 years in, I would probably just about be in a league football job. Now I'm in one of the top divisions in the world. So it's going a little bit quicker than I thought, and I thought, you know what, let's carry that on and let's try and get up into European contention. And the best way to do that is to not be in the Premier League, because it's a lot easier to get into European football via one of the foreign European leagues than it is via the Premier League, just because of the sheer amount of quality in those. As Ramsey goes through on goal, plays it into Casal. Casal said it straight at the goalkeeper. It's a decent save by Unai Simon. As I said, we don't tend to have a lot of highlights. In a game like this, that is absolutely fine by me. We're not playing particularly well, but at the same time, we're doing enough to keep buying quiet here. We've got the ball again. We've had the only highlight of the game so far. Looks like we might have another one here. Shot up to Dominguez. What a goal by Luis Dominguez. He smacks it in from a decent 30 yards out. What a finish. Oh, we're not going to beat Bayern, are we? We're peaking too early. But that's an example of the magic that Luis Dominguez has got in his locker. Ramsey to Cameo, turns it into him. He just gets onto that left foot and smashes it into the far corner, past Unai Simon. He's got no chance. What a finish! That is an unbelievable goal to start off our journey here at Eintracht Frankfurt. Bayern have dominated the game. They've had more shots. They've had less possession. They've not done anything with it. We've had the only 2 highlights, and we've scored from one of them. I can passionately say I am very pleased with the way that things are going. I said Dominguez had not been in great form. He has had an absolute beauty there. You will never hit a strike sweeter than how hard he's hit that. That is amazing. Question is, can we hold on to it now? We are defensively, for the most part, touch wood, relatively solid. So if we get a win here in the Allianz Arena, I'll be absolutely... I'll just be through it. I mean, that's amazing that Bayern Munich have missed that. Gasperini plays it into Navarro. I'm worried by how much we're playing it around at the back here. Navarro, great ball there, though. And over the top, Casau is in. Casau, can he finish? Oh, what a finish by Casau. Lovely, bent it to the far corner. We are doing a job on Bayern Munich here. It's a counter-attacking special. This is insane. I can't remember the last time we scored 2 goals in a game. Rossi, lovely ball over the top. Casau's in. Can he finish? I question whether he could before. That is a beautiful finish. Omri-esque. Burns it into that far corner. Bends it, Mike. What a performance this has been so far. Absolutely doing Bayern here. Absolutely schooling them. And my hair's all over the gaffers because I've just washed it. Ah, scenes, viewers. Absolute scenes. As Navarro finds Rossi. Again, piling forward. Cameo on the ball. Kabir Cabello. That's definitely going to be a thing. Kabir Cameo might have to be a thing. I love it when you call me. Run it down. Casau's through again for a third. It's in! It's a terrible bit of goalkeeping from Unai Simon. We just love being on camera. We just love being on camera. It's his 6th goal of the season. He's not scored in ages. I had a chat with him before the game saying, Casau, mate, you've got to play a bit better. He has. It's awful defending there by Thorpe. He's moved forward, missed it completely. Casau, it's an awful finish, but it's even worse goalkeeping. We're 3-0 up. We're 3-0 up in Munich. It's absolutely unreal. We have to play every game on camera. We'll win every game. We'll just have to play every game on camera. I'm not changing a thing. Not changing an absolute thing. We've had 5 shots on target. Unai Simon's had a mare today. But we won't go into that too much. It's an absolutely fantastic performance from Eintracht Frankfurt. I love it. What a move. Did exactly the right thing. And we are currently sat 5 points clear of them in the table as well. Oh, Champions League. Champions League in the TYC. It's too early for that, Mike. It's too early for that. Calm down, mate. It's too early for that. What a performance. 3-0. Dominguez and Casau doing the business. I cannot believe it. I am genuinely stunned. So well done, guys. That was incredible. Away from home, in Munich, that is amazing. And this is not even my team. I've not bought one player. The Adler count their blessings after win. Excuse me, we deserve that, mate. I just realised that Nagelsmann is in charge. He's obviously the chap at the moment that's in charge of Leipzig, I want to say. And he's in charge of Munich. Ooh, he's not going to like that. I wonder if the Bayern job will become available. Absolutely amazing. And we're 3rd in the Bundesliga. And at the moment, we've gone 7 games unbeaten since I've taken charge. Happy days all round. I'm going to make this last a bit because there's a chance we can get Champions League football here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come back not too far away from here. We're going to come back for FC St. Pauli and Bayer Leverkusen in the next episode. Between that, we play Mönchengladbach and Leipzig, which will obviously be quite difficult games. But then I've got an eye on the Borussia Dortmund game at the start of January. But I also want to go through the transfer window, potentially together. I'm not 100% sure. So we're going to figure that out. But next time up will definitely be St. Pauli and Bayer Leverkusen. And after that, why would you not want to come back? Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about my move down in the comment section. Have I made the right move? Does this team have any potential? Was that a fluke, or maybe have I been a bit harsh on the players that I have here? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until I see you for another episode of the TYC, take care of yourselves, everyone, and stay cool. What a win! What a win!